and I don't think I need to really say much of what either General Patel have said or Mr. Parthasarthi have put before you. I will just say a few things which I think they, in their whole explanations, have not come out maybe as well as they can. First thing is this issue of comprehensive national power. Comprehensive national power requires structures in the state to be able to produce that comprehensive national power. Key elements of this structure are policy-making organs, both at the national level, at the various organs levels. Foreign policy has to have a policy-making organization. The defense has to have a... Unfortunately, these structures in this country are not there. We have passed through 60 years, but our structures at the National Security Council level are defunct. And that's why we are reacting to situations, we don't create situations. If we are a regional power, we should be able to shape our region. For that, we have to think in a time frame of maybe 15 years, 20 years and create the power. China said, we will be superpower in the year 2050. About 10 years ago they said it, and they are working towards that. They are not becoming superpower in one day. Similarly, I think we will need to improve our structures to be. The second point I have is, in comprehensive national power, military power that comes in, again depends to a large extent on your own wherewithal and your own strength. Unfortunately, there is a saying I used to talk in my war college where I was a director, that when a shoemaker is not a shoemaker and he claims to be so, the nation is not troubled. But when a guardian is not a guardian but he only appears to be so, you are in deep trouble. You look at the state of your guardian class, the bureaucracy, the police, and even in the armed forces at echelons, what has happened to us? And much of it that we should be doing and we don't do is because this element of corruption has seeped in everywhere. Self-reliance, which is so necessary for a country like India. I put it to you, China's defense budget is 3 times to 4 times India's defense budget. Their acquisition cost of their hardware, aircraft, ships, submarines, is 1/3 of what we will ever acquire at, because we will acquire by buying abroad. We will buy our tanks abroad, we will buy our guns abroad. Mr. Parthasarthi said we are not able to spend 1,000 crores or 10,000 crores every year. Yes, we are not able to spend because anything that is made here will be rejected on whatever, and there are lobbies behind what is happening. It is not just happening on its own. And what you want to buy, there is nothing available in the world market on a shelf that I want to buy in 2 years' time, and that's all that and you will be able to buy it. Nothing that suits your conditions is available in the world market off the shelf. Things that come here for trials have to be retried. And therefore, what I say, we are being hollowed from within. And that hollowing has to be stopped. In my assessment, LCA is a wonderful aircraft. It is no MiG-21 replacement, it is a Mirage 2000. If we can go and upgrade a Mirage 2000 for 200 crores, why can't I buy an LCA for 130 crores? Somebody must ask. So, I believe there is this root cause of corruption that has gone into it. This country should be not the users of knowledge created all over the world, but the creators of knowledge. Institutions that we have created, and Mr. Kakodkar is here, will tell us how well off endowed we are with our young boys and young girls who work in our various laboratories, who can create what is required to be created. But do we give them a chance? If everything you want to buy from outside, where will this talent get used? In every ministry today there is this bimari, globalization. Globalization is all right for cement, steel and sugar. These technologies are diffused, they will be available anywhere. But globalization is not all right in high technology, dual use, because nobody sells you these technologies. They make you beg for it, they make you pay for it, and yet you don't have the technology which you need. And that is slowly getting to be our situation in other than two areas. One is Department of Atomic Energy, the other is Department of Space. Leave these two aside. You tell me an area, telecom, why isn't that we don't make a single switch over here? And do we realize the type of vulnerability we have bought for ourselves in the cyberspace? In the cyberspace today, what will be attacked will be the national critical infrastructure. Your railways reservation system will be attacked. The power distribution system will be attacked. All these are working in the cyberspace today. And yet we go ahead with a 74% FDI policy in this area, so that today India imports billions worth of, and we have a trade balance which is so negative. But we do not have hardly any telecommunication hardware industry. We have got a lot of traders, but there is no industry over here. So I think India needs to reinvent herself, have more faith in herself, have more faith in the boys and girls that who live here, and be able to harness. India will grow if it will harness its own strengths without fear, with a lot of faith in our own capability. And I can tell you, it is only in the strategic sphere that this capability has grown, because nobody will sell you this capability. We build a nuclear submarine, but when it comes to a conventional submarine, we go and buy it. And we buy it on the most humiliating terms. Just now you would have read in the newspaper, you're going to pay 2,000 crores more. Why? We buy a Gorshkov and then say we have to pay 4,000 crores more. That's also all right. In their life cycle, how much we will pay? We will be running out of money very soon if we don't understand our own strengths and build ourselves up, because without that, I feel we will not be able to look after our interests. We will not create the covert capabilities that are required, because all this has to be done by using our own brain. And I trust, and I am very sure, I am a converted person, I believe there is a lot of brain over here. But we are so used to foreign brains that we refuse to work for ourselves. Thank you very much.